Imagine staring up at the night sky, filled with a sense of wonder and awe. What if the Earth isn't the center of the universe, as everyone has always believed? Enter Aristarchus of Samos, a brilliant mind daring to question centuries-old assumptions. His bold ideas would sow the seeds for a Copernican revolution, though his name is often overlooked. Today, we explore the astronomical and philosophical contributions of this extraordinary thinker. Aristarchus of Samos was born in approximately 310 BCE on the island of Samos, a place already renowned for its contributions to intellectual thought, thanks in part to figures like Pythagoras. The period in which he lived was marked by significant change in what we might call intellectual unrest. Philosophers, mathematicians, and scientists were challenging traditional beliefs and pushing the boundaries of human understanding. Aristarchus emerged from a prosperous family, providing him access to an excellent education. He matured in a world that was undergoing unprecedented shifts. His lifetime closely followed the era of Alexander the Great, whose conquests had created a fusion of cultures and triggered the exchange of ideas on an unprecedented scale. However, Aristarchus was not merely a product of his time. He became particularly intrigued with the mysteries of the cosmos. This was not idle curiosity. Astronomy was integral to the cultural and religious frameworks of the age. The celestial sphere was considered the abode of gods and the template for myths that shaped civilizations. What sets Aristarchus apart is his audacious hypothesis. He proposed that the Earth was not the cosmic centerpiece, but rather revolved around the sun. This was revolutionary, not only in a scientific sense, but also in its philosophical implications. The notion disrupted long-standing belief systems, stirring both admiration and skepticism among his contemporaries. By questioning the established cosmic order, Aristarchus sowed the seeds for the later astronomical theories that would fundamentally redefine humanity's view of the universe. In this light, Aristarchus stands as a pivotal figure, a daring thinker whose contributions were carved into the intellectual landscape of a rapidly changing world. In delving into the core beliefs of Aristarchus, we find ourselves exploring ideas that are both revolutionary and thought-provoking. At the heart of his intellectual pursuits was an earth-shattering hypothesis. The Earth was not the center of the universe, but rather a planet orbiting the sun. This heliocentric model was a stark departure from the geocentric model that had dominated human thought for centuries. It's not just the specifics of his model that are so captivating, but the ripple effects it had on the way people understood their place in the cosmos. For if the Earth was no longer the center, then humanity itself was dethroned from its perceived cosmic importance. This resonated beyond mere scientific inquiry. It echoed in the chambers of philosophy and theology, challenging the dogmatic assertions that governed life and thought at the time. But Aristarchus didn't stop there. He also developed methods for measuring the distance and sizes of the moon and the sun, which was groundbreaking during an era when the capabilities of observational astronomy were still rather limited. Through mathematical reasoning and careful observation, he tried to give empirical evidence to back up his astonishing claims. Additionally, Aristarchus was deeply interested in mechanics and mathematics. Although many of his works have not survived to modern times, fragments suggest that he applied geometric reasoning to solve problems related to celestial mechanics. This type of approach would eventually become foundational for the work of later scientists like Kepler and Newton. Therefore, the core beliefs of Aristarchus can be summed up as a profound respect for empirical data, a willingness to challenge established norms, and an unwavering commitment to thorough investigation. Each of these tenets not only set him apart in his own time, but continue to make him a figure of immense relevance today. In that sense, Aristarchus was far ahead of his contemporaries, daring to ask questions and propose answers that would only be fully understood and appreciated centuries later. His legacy, therefore, is not just one of scientific discovery, but of a fearless pursuit of truth that dared to upend the very foundations of human understanding. In today's world, Aristarchus' daring spirit of questioning can be a guiding light. Let's not just apply this to understanding the cosmos, but extend it to examining our own beliefs and systems. Aristarchus' revolutionary hypothesis not only changed our understanding of Earth's position in the cosmos, but also challenged the collective ego, demoting humanity from the center of the universe. His commitment to truth can inspire us to question not only societal norms, but also our own deeply held beliefs, even when they serve our ego or self-interest. Imagine you're in a meeting at work, discussing an established procedure that everyone just accepts, yet you find inefficient or outdated. What do? This is where the Aristarchian approach comes into play. By fearlessly questioning the why behind things and presenting data-driven arguments, you can become an agent for positive change. You don't just go with the flow, you challenge the current to create a new path. That's the spirit of Aristarchus in a modern context, daring to question the established norms in favor of efficiency and progress. The implications don't stop at work or in the academic field, they trickle down into personal development. In a world where external validation, from social media likes to peer approval, often dictates our sense of worth, Aristarchus provides a compelling alternative. He teaches us the importance of independent thought, to cultivate your own informed opinions and values. Don't just seek affirmation from the world outside. Dare to challenge and refine your internal framework as well. In an era of fake news, echo chambers, and cognitive biases, challenging your own assumptions is not just wise, but vital. It's not about unsettling yourself for the sake of it, but about seeking truth, even if it contradicts your interests or shakes your sense of self-importance. For example, if you believe in a cause or ideology so passionately that you've never questioned its foundations, now might be the time to do so. You may have to come to terms with uncomfortable facts, but in doing so, you'll find your rightful place within the larger framework of reality. Through these practical applications, we see that Aristarchus' philosophy is not just a historical curiosity, but a dynamic approach to critical thinking, efficiency, and personal growth that's very much relevant in our day-to-day lives. As we reflect on Aristarchus' fearless pursuit of truth, his relevance becomes strikingly clear within the principles of nocturnity. Let's consider our core principle of acknowledgement of darkness. In his time, Aristarchus defied the accepted truths, essentially embracing the darkness of societal disapproval and ridicule. His willingness to question even those beliefs that were most comforting, like humanity's central place in the universe, shows us the courage it takes to navigate through periods of intellectual and ethical darkness. This is the essence of acknowledging our darkness to find our light within. Our second principle, universal learning, is also exemplified by Aristarchus. He was not confined by the conventional wisdom of his culture or by prevailing religious beliefs. His studies and conclusions drew from a range of observations and intellectual traditions, teaching us the importance of holistic learning. In a similar vein, nocturnity advocates for drawing wisdom from diverse sources, learning from both the old and new, the popular and the obscure, in our ceaseless quest for understanding. Lastly, our principle of self-illumination resonates powerfully with Aristarchus' legacy. He teaches us the importance of independent thought and the courage it takes to stand alone in the pursuit of truth. Aristarchus did not seek external validation for his theories. He was driven by his own relentless questioning. In this way, he embodies the ideal of self-illumination, illuminating his own path through the darkness of ignorance and societal norms, and in doing so, providing a beacon for all of us to follow. Aristarchus' philosophy reminds us that challenging our most deeply held beliefs is not just a theoretical exercise, but a practical necessity for individual growth and societal progress. In embracing Aristarchus' courage to question, even when it contradicts our own self-interest or ego, we align closely with the tenets of nocturnity. By incorporating his lessons into our philosophy, we're not just studying history, we're applying timeless wisdom to navigate our complex present, shining our inner light brighter with each step we take. Aristarchus of Samos may not be a household name, but his audacity to question the accepted view of the universe makes him a cornerstone in the records of thought. His contributions invite us to challenge our perspectives, continually pushing us to redefine our place in the cosmos. If this journey through the daring ideas of Aristarchus captivated your imagination, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, remember, your ideas, no matter how unconventional, have the power to reshape worlds, both inner and outer.